And then for
The moment Jelly Roll sat down on the couch, Joy already looked annoyed. Not loud annoyed, the quiet kind. The kind that sharpens its knife before the cut. The audience clapped, the cameras rolled, and a smile on Joy's face didn't reach her eyes. She tilted her head. So, people call you, the voice of the broken. Do you really believe that? Jelly smiled politely. I don't call myself that. The people do. I just tell my story. Joy chuckled. Your story, or a story that sells. The room shifted. The co-hosts exchanged quick looks. Jelly stayed calm. It's my life. Prison. Addiction. Recovery. I don't sell it. I survived it. Joy leaned forward. Some would say you profit from pain. That you turned trauma into a brand. A few people in the audience gasped. Jelly nodded slowly. If helping people not overdose is a brand, then yeah. That's my brand. Joy smirked. You talk a lot about faith now too. Very convenient after fame, don't you think? That's when Jillian, the youngest host, whispered, Joy. But Joy ignored her. Jelly's smile faded just a little. You think I found God for money? Joy shrugged. People change when cameras turn on. The silence was loud. Jelly inhaled, then softly said, you ever visit a detox at 3 a.m.? Ever hold a man while he shakes and cries because his body is killing him for drugs he doesn't even want anymore? Joy answered flat, we're not here for emotional theater. Something snapped. Not violent, not screaming, but sharp enough to cut steel. Jelly leaned forward, eyes steady. No, you're here for ratings. I'm here because people like me weren't invited anywhere when they were drowning. The audience burst into applause before the light could kill it. Joy's face hardened. Don't preach to me. I've been on TV longer than you've been alive. Jelly nodded. Yeah, and maybe that's the problem. The room froze. Joy's voice rose. Excuse me, you don't hear people anymore, Jelly said. You hear positions, teams, politics. You don't hear pain. Joy slammed her cue cards on the table. This is my show. Jelly stood up slowly. No, he said calmly. This is a platform, and platforms fall when they stop holding people. The producers were screaming in the earpieces. Cut to commercial. Cut. But Joy wasn't done. You think your jail stories make you holy? She snapped. You're still what you were. Silence swallowed the studio. Jelly's hands trembled, but his voice stayed steady. I was a drug dealer. I was an addict. I was broken. And if you can't forgive people for who they were, then you're not as evolved as you pretend. Joy laughed sharply. Don't lecture me on morals. That's when Jelly finally erupted. Not yelling, not cursing, but his voice broke, and that broke the room. I buried friends who died trying to be better, he said. I watched mothers collapse on cold floors because their sons didn't make it out like I did. And you're sitting here calling redemption a marketing plan. The studio went dead quiet. A makeup artist began to cry. Joy opened her mouth again. The director screamed, we're live. Jelly looked straight into the main camera. This isn't about me. This is about every person who was told they were too damaged to be worthy of respect. Joy pushed back her chair. I'm done with this, she said. And she walked off. Live. No goodbye, no wave. Just heels hitting the floor, fading into silence. Jelly stood there alone. The hosts didn't know what to say. Millions watched. 10 minutes later, the clip was everywhere. By nightfall, sponsors pulled ads. By morning, Joy's name trended with one word attached to it everywhere. Out of touch. The network tried to clean it. Issued statements. Blamed miscommunication. But then, something worse happened. A former producer went public and said, this wasn't the first time. This is just the first time the guest didn't stay quiet. By the end of the week, Joy hadn't returned. And Jelly, he didn't celebrate. He posted one line. I didn't win, I broken.